Where the hell he come from? This white truck right here. And you see, I'm still on the doggone streets. So while he secretly pulled up quietly and acting like as if he'd been sitting here, it's now 5:36 a.m. in the morning. And so I found a way to block the um the telephone scatologia perk on the voicemail, and he still was able to he was still able to get through and make another voicemail, and then make the call urgent just to harass me and tell me silly stuff. And then he knows how to fake different voices and different accents from every man, woman, and child on the earth, pretty much. And when he called me and be like, "Oh, hey, yeah, Candy, this is Darnell," the way he said it, multiple times, he'll sound almost identical to the biological brother Wyatt, but have like a slight country, with it, like as if he might be like from Alabama or something. But, you know, for me to get attacks from all angles and then to be called, falsely accused of being called a fake TI, and then everybody saying don't help her. That's what the gang stalkers get paid to tell everyone not to help me. So, I've been fighting to get permanent housing, but if things are emergency, that's when I get a hotel or a motel room. And, you know, I really don't want to be employed anymore. I wish I can, make a living from my writing. So, it seemed like the idea of somebody pretending to fake flatter you during a fake friendship, and it seemed like they lied to you the whole time and lied to you and said they think your writings were so great and like you had like a flair for writing, and then kind of find out they just deceive you with all these fake feel good messages, and then turn around and start acting weird, and then turn around and make it like you're the fake deceiver. So, I had to go pee, and I got a little bit of sleep, and I had a weird dream about going and stay at a homeless shelter. But, I mean, with the little sleep that I just had, but they had a professed targeted individual. He was also telling me basically targeted individuals can't even really stay in shelters because they mob you out of there. And then the Masonic sellout narcissistic gang stalkers make it like it's faulty behavior on our part, or us being childish or childish or misbehaving or something, when we just try to stand up to being abused and treated, singled out and treated unfairly, and then you're not allowed to speak out against it. But yeah, I don't know what the hell was that about. I call that a nightmare because I really hate shelters. But I had a weird dream that I that I was in some homeless shelter, you know. So I'm glad I didn't itch all night last night when I thought I had bed bugs. But I hope I don't. But I'm still gonna try to take precaution, you know. But I just not long ago had to pee and ended up getting some pee in my shorts, and I'm low on bladder pads. I think I'm down to one, and I have a few in my storage unit. But it's like I feel kind of traumatized and scared to even go to my storage unit because of the bus drivers playing games and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, it's hard the way that they force us to live and the way that they infiltrate and sabotage our lives and play all kinds of games, and then you're the menace or the villain when you speak out, like you're not allowed to speak out against abuse, and then when you do, they make like you got such a nerve, and then they'll start smear campaigning and falsely making it like as if you're the one who's the abusive narcissistic person. But I don't know, this gang stalking truck sitting here. And it looks like I see a license plate in the front too that might even be a Texas license plate. So I and now they hit me in my head with frequencies. So it's like when the little bit of sleep I did get, it's like I felt the fluid, some fluid being released from my heart, and it's like I had to piss like a horse, pretty much. A lot of urine, came out, and it's like I was able to, feel it all the way from my heart. So ended up, not getting much sleep last night, and they sleep deprived me and vibrated me so bad. And it's like the ones who falsely accuse me of faking this is the ones who's using projection and gaslighting and try to silence me and try to force me to shut up. You know, and they got people that's becoming more and more subtle, with the perping. And narcissistic abuse is gang stalking. Gang stalking is narcissistic abuse. Gang stalking is part of satanic ritual abuse. And then, people who abuse and control you, your abusers in your life, they act like they delusionally believe that they're your pimp, like they think they own you and stuff like that. That's why it's like they don't have any respect for you at all, and they cross over and just stomp all over your boundaries, and just like as if you don't even matter, like as if my life does not matter. So I wish I had access to a shower so bad. I need a shower and a bath. Shower or a bath. A decent, good, thorough one. And I only just barely have enough money for one meal to eat. So it's like everything I told people, it's like they want to throw what I say out the window and then come up with their own false narrative on what they think is real, and then gaslight me and try to invalidate me, trying to invalidate my truth, and try to devalue me, and belittle me, and then make it like as if I'm a disgrace to humanity. And I don't even go around doing evil. But, they're blocking me from getting permanent housing or a job, whether it be employment or entrepreneurial. And then they'll just let me have a job for a short time. And then when I do get a job, they'll bully me off the job, or bully me out of a neighborhood if I try to get a permanent place and stuff. They make sure I don't last or can't last. But, you wouldn't even, if I had my own place to live, I would probably hardly, just like when I was in the motels and stuff. I I do not really leave the house or leave the hotel or motel and stuff. I wish I had permanent housing again, but that would be free from gang stalking and abuse. But that they won't allow me to be free from that. And I mean, I wish I had a way to have like a way to get self-sufficient living, and like I wish I was knowledgeable of how to have my own homestead and or something like that, and or have my own little, if I would have raised chickens and goats and grow fruits and vegetables and make cheese and butter, do canning, preserving, and all that. I have very limited knowledge of that. So, they have people who tell me that I shouldn't, be friends with or associate with people who's gonna, kind of try to devalue my human worth. Oh, that's them. Oh, okay. That look like the construction people. I didn't know who that was. So, well, it's gonna be less peace for me now and more noise. So, and I still haven't heard back from that job. But it's like I'm trying. I mean, I have limited resources, and I have limited knowledge about and abilities about everything. With me being disabled, there's certain things that I really can't do, and a lot of people suspect that I could be on an autism spectrum, and some people say that it's definitely that I have Asperger's syndrome, that I'm hypersensitive to everything. And people think that they treat me like I'm from planet Mars when they question and wonder why am I so hypersensitive to everything. And narcissistic abusers, it's like you're not allowed to be sick, ill, or you're not allowed to be disabled around them. You're not allowed to be disabled. The very same disabled and sick and ill that they cause for you. So, I wish I did have help. I mean, I wish I did have a way to get permanent housing once and for all. And, but, Pensacola ain't even trying to help me. But if in New Orleans they left me hanging, it wouldn't help me either. But in Los Angeles, they forced me to comply with mental health in order for me to get that Section 8. But I wasn't taking the medicine really. But, targeted individuals should stop calling each other mentally ill and crazy and stuff like that when that's part of the discrediting and gaslighting and stuff. So, it's perp-like to call another targeted individual mentally ill and crazy, or saying that I need help, or I'm schizophrenic, or I need medication and stuff. And then people want to falsely say Brandy has been right all this time, and it's like, how's she been right when I show proof of my targeting every single day? Every day, all day, every day, and then y'all want to try to force me to stop exposing so that y'all can keep up with your fake satanic narrative. So, well, I guess it didn't rain that much, but it looked like as if the clouds are gathering together to try to rain some more. So I didn't even get to sleep that great. And see, this car has no headlights or tail lights, but that truck being if that's part of the construction, then my apologies. I'm sorry. I thought it was just a random. Because gang stalkers, they do that. You know, I being like maybe listening to the Bible or listening to my favorite songs, hide my face, and then I look up and it's a gang stalker pretending to fake babysit me. But um, so I need all the help I can get, and you're not gonna stop me from trying to seek help. In the online purpose, they admit that they they admit that the only help that they want me to get is to be locked up and put away in a mental institution or jail. And then they try to make like I shouldn't be allowed to have the help that I truly need. So, I mean, it's like, so I mean, no, yeah, nobody's gonna sit there and keep tabs on you and make comment on your every move and stalk everything you do, and then they want to act like they want to try to fake debunk everything I say and make it like as if I'm constantly a liar that's not to be trusted. But you've been stalking me for all these years and you freaking know it. And then the gang stalking network, they lie and reverse everything and make it like as if I'm the one who's stalking the perps. And like the perps is the actual gang stalkers. I mean, I'm sorry, as the perps is they try to make it like as if the perps is the actual targeted individuals and I'm the one who's gang stalking and harassing them. It's like they play so many games and flip flop and twist every doggone thing. It's disturbing and I can't get any closure or justice. And it's like I'm in this same doggone program and everybody's fake attack is to try to call you mentally ill and then at the same time saying that you're the one who's the gang stalking agent working for the DHS fusion centers, or that you're the one who's working for the government and stuff, when I had never had any ties or connections with the government ever. Hell, I've been a victim of the government system, almost born into it. Not born into it, but almost born into it. Ever since early childhood, I never asked to be put in foster care or a cult and then be abused. And I freaking broke away from the doggone cult. You know? So, y'all expect me to, after all I've been through, y'all expect me to be normal and not damaged? And it's like, oh man, come on. So y'all gotta be sadistic to falsely accuse me of lying about being abused as a child. But y'all would want y'all stories to be validated about what y'all say y'all went through. So just because it's easier for some people to overcome certain things and not others doesn't mean that the ones who can't get over it is a bad person. It's like if the abuse would have stopped at a certain age and I can live my normal life, then of course I can heal and get better. But y'all expect to continue to abuse me and gaslight me daily and then think that, oh, just getting more abuse is supposed to be healing and treatment. But I've said before that if you back off from abusing me, then I can heal mentally. That's the best medicine. Just back away from tormenting and harassing me and stalking my every move, and then they brag about plotting to get me kicked out of and banned from everywhere. And it's like stars 15K, star bricker, shits yuck 10K is illegally getting paid. she might be getting paid such high amount of money off of me. So y'all trafficking me and targeting me and making so much money off of destroying and ruining every aspect of my life. And Star Bricker, it seems like she keeps on wanting to try to poke and prod at me. And I've said before that she's the online version of what Alex Dupree would do. You know, and for you to be a 62-year-old bullying and harassing a 38-year-old that's almost 39, you know, and so it's like, how is a person helping people be freed from deception when you're participating in the deception and the hypocrisy? So, I'm sitting here, how is it me exposing my targeting considered witchcraft and selfish or seeking emotional support? Like, it's not those things when any of y'all would do it. I mean, you're going too far to try to make it like as if me seeking emotional support for trauma and abuse and the gang stalking, which never stopped, or, for me to seek emotional support or for me to speak out is selfish and childish, and you try to make it like as if I'm selfish and think everything is all about me. But it's like Twitter is the place I know that people are most outspoken against the gang stalking. And I'm like, oh, what a relief. They still have people still exposing their gang stalking. But they mainly do the electronic thing, the electronic stuff, not the physical stuff. But I'm not even sure of how to find people who are tracking me via satellite and all that and stuff. But all I know is this really, I even believe that I was gang stalked in Costa Rica in 2005 before Hurricane Katrina. So, anything helps. I'm sitting here trying to survive, and they keep sabotaging my attempts at trying to survive and everything. And then because forced homeless and begging for help, then, they try to make like you're this loser who needs to get your life together. How, and me trying to get my life together is being sabotaged. And then y'all tell everybody don't support her. Or stop reading her piece of shit, her shitty, worthless, poorly written short stories. When you just want to be malicious. But people who's not part of the gang stalking network, they tell me that they think I write pretty good. I know not every single piece of my writing is perfect because of the sleep deprivation and other sabotage, like the electronic harassment and the torture and stuff. But, I'm pretty sure that all those short stories, at least one of them have to be good. At least one of them has to be good. And just let me freely express myself, as an outlet. If that's, therapy, if that's creative therapy, if other targeted individuals, if they write poetry or they draw, sing, write music, they rap and do all the different things, and they can get support. But, they twist everything and smear campaign and turn all my support away from me. And then when I try to fight to get, support, then they call me entitled and spoiled. I'm just sick and tired of the games and abuse. I'm sick and tired of the games and the manipulation and the gaslighting, and then y'all reverse it on me and lie and say that I'm the one who's the manipulative liar when it's actually y'all who's been fake. So I mean, they want to try to twist everything to try to make it like as if Candy spends money like a 5-year-old. Like, what business is that of yours? And I'm sitting here just trying to survive the best way I can with, I guess, with the cards that's dealt with at me, you know. So it's like I'm sitting here, you know, trying to freaking just live the best way and survive the best way I know how, or the best way I'm able, because y'all have me cornered psychologically and mentally to where, you know, it's like y'all trying to set me up to fuck up. So y'all trying to set me up and entrap me. So I'm gonna go for now.